Welcome back to the channel, guys. I had a long weekend at work. Worked like fucking 26 hours or some crazy. Really tired. They actually took me off the schedule today. I don't know why. And the construction job didn't want to work me today. So, yeah. I guess I got some rest. But yo, we did get a nice weekend pump. We got a nice weekend pump. The fear and greed is back to 29. So we're climbing up to safer territory. There is something that happened sketchy as hell yesterday. I want to talk about this. Mantra's OM token crashes 90%. Founder blames exchanges. This was like they claim to be like the future of finance and all this stuff. I never invested any money on this project, but they like rug pulled, you know? Like, guys, if you have had any money in this, I feel bad for you. They definitely got rugged. But other than that, Bitcoin reclaimed 85. Actually, it was higher than that at one point. It went over to 86. And that happened because of Trump basically his tariffs on the computer chips. And let me see if I can find it on here. Let me see here. Yep, imported computer chips, smartphones, and computer storage devices will not be taxed, at least for now. That's according to recently issued tariff exclusion list published by the U.S. Customs and Border Protection on Friday night. So, excuse me. Apple and a lot of these other companies in the U.S. that were relying on those chips and stuff, they're actually kind of recovering nicely, doing a little bit better in the markets right now, even after opening up this morning. Let's see. Let's look at the economic data we got going on this week. Not much going on for today. Tomorrow we have import price index. That might move markets a little bit. Wednesday, Jay Powell speaks at 1:30. We have U.S. retail sales. Thursday we have initial jobless claims. That's definitely going to move markets. And that's about it for this week. Now, something else that's bullish. Michael Saylor's strategy buys 285 million Bitcoin. Let's fucking go. This dude always buys Bitcoin. When it's, he buys the top, he buys the bottom, and he buys it anywhere. So they accumulated another 3,459 Bitcoin for 285.5 million. So his average price of Bitcoin is now 82,000. Let's see. Yeah, they've been accumulating quite a lot of Bitcoin. Let's see how much they have now. 531,644 Bitcoin. Dude, this dude is fucking extremely rich. I wonder how much that he holds in his personal wallet. Don't know. But I do want to go over some things I saw. I followed this page on Twitter called Watch Your Guru, and they have like a lot of stuff. This was 2 hours ago. President Trump says EU has come forward to negotiate a new trade deal. President Trump says stock market is very strong after getting used to tariffs. And he's currently meeting with El Salvador's pro-Bitcoin president, Bukele. I think that's how you say his name. They're currently like at the White House right now. NVIDIA announces a $500 billion investment plan to build and expand AI infrastructure in the United States. Goldman Sachs CEO expresses support for President Trump's efforts to renegotiate and strengthen U.S. trade. And I saw something else about this, yeah. NVIDIA to manufacture AI supercomputers in the U.S. for the first time. Let's go. Let's go. So, there's something else I want to talk about for a second. This is the M2 money supply. If you look at this thing, it's steadily kind of going up, Everybody, especially China right now, is printing money. They're debasing their currency, and they're doing it for a reason to offset these tariffs because they're trying to, like I said, offset the tariffs. They're trying to attract investors for cheaper trade. And at some point, the U.S. is going to have to do the same thing. We're going to have to start printing money. Here's the CME FedWatch tool. The May meeting is down to 20.8% chance of ease, which is kind of like, it's getting on my fucking nerves. Go ahead and cut rates, pal. We're getting sick of your shit. We're getting sick of you. The June meeting, 76%. and July is 94%. So basically, I'm thinking by June we're going to get rate cuts, guys. I don't know about the May meeting. It's looking questionable. I guess Powell's probably not going to do it. He's probably going to be an asshole and not do it. So I think the earliest by June we're going to get rate cuts. All we have to do is accumulate. This is very important, to be accumulating these assets before they start mooning, It's time to stop being scary and start doubling down on your positions, gentlemen. This shit's not going to be priced like this forever. I'm just being honest. When they start cutting interest rates, things are going to start shooting up very fucking violently. All right? Just how it works. When the dollar goes down, these assets, they go up, risk on. But that's all I got for you. I just wanted to do a quick macro outlook video, I guess. You guys are getting value, like and subscribe. And guys, hold down the fort, man.